speaking of value, I have a thesis time.
Yes, this is right.
I was going to write this, but I need some feedback.
Yeah.
Are electric vehicles an escape route or a trap?
No.
Because if you buy an EV, you are potentially escaping the lack of subsidies in petrol that are on the horizon. You're also...
You can escape that by not buying a car.
But then you need a car.
But you have a car.
If you have a car already, but then your petrol subsidy, you're going to lose it. Let's say the price of petrol is about to go up, then the EV is your way out of that, because your cost of living does not go up. Electricity costs, let's say they continue to subsidize. Then it's your way out. Whereas if you buy an EV, you're also trapped because your resale value is bad. And then if your battery goes, you're trapped with that expense.
Let me ask you, if you buy a 200,000 car and you use it for 10 years, right now, 8 years, what is your resale? What do you get in return?
If it's a Camry, maybe 70, 80.
70,000, yeah, 70,000. Let's say 80,000 after 10 years. Are you still going to get that?
Not anymore.
Very easy. Check. 10 years old car. So 10 years old, 2014.
2012, 2014.
40,000. 40 over 1,000. Say 50 . They are depreciating more than you expect. Cars now are depreciating a lot more. 40,000. 40,000. 40, 50, 40. You're not getting 70, 80.
Okay, then the trap aspect is
reduced.
It's reduced, but it's a different kind of aspect, like interstate travel and all that. You're still
infrastructure
disadvantaged because you have to stop every 3-4 hours.
So you see, you have to look into the mind of a person who buys an EV. If you have 3 cars at home, you are thinking, I sell one petrol, I buy an EV. Can you? Of course you can.
And you should.
Just don't do that for outstation.
Right.
Do it for your daily commute. Outstation, take this one. So a person like me, for example, I cannot live without my Alpha. So outstation, take the Alpha. What's the problem? Right now.
So what, in your circumstance, a small EV would make more sense?
Yeah, that's why. Because my wife needs a runabout. And I'm running very old cars for runabout. I don't mind for myself, but for my wife, no. I like driving old cars, but it comes with the risk of breaking down at the side of the road.
Which you can accept.
Which I can accept. I deal with it, but my wife not nice. And my kids also not nice.
Okay.
So you need a newish car. So a runabout is a perfect idea for a newish car. 2-year-old EV, a pre-reg EV, a test drive EV. I don't know whether it's a good idea.
All the media would have destroyed the car.
I can imagine all the bearing would have been half gone. So bad shape. Anyway, it makes perfect sense. You get what I mean? Why not? Depreciation, yes. That's why I don't want to buy expensive EV. So, to be honest, if I buy an Aura slightly used, 80,000, how much can I lose? 50? Whatever lah. You get what I mean? But use it in long enough .
Maybe at the end of life, use it as a power bank for your house. Solar panel, charge the car, and then nighttime, power my aircon.
There you go. It's that thinking because I don't dare to go into a 200,000 ringgit EV now. Because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I don't dare to buy a petrol car at 200,000-300,000 now also. Because they are going to depreciate bad also. It's a very bad time, man, to be a car enthusiast. Because you don't know what's the direction.
Buy old cars. It's a good time for that.
We all love that. Because you know why? This is called debt-free motoring. 7,000 ringgit brooks aside, a repair bill 14,000. Boy, kick the car into the river for me. Release the push the car into the river. You get what I mean? The car, the one, 14,000 repair bill. But if you still owe the bank, you have to repair. So I think the way out, the escape, is a cheap EV. If it's not your first or second car. Now, okay, if you have one car that can do a lot of things, that is reliable and new, then it can be your second car. It will be a trap if it's very expensive, like a Taycan, like a 300,000 ringgit Mercedes EQ,
BMW iX, that kind of thing.
It might be a trap.
And if you go and replace all your cars with an EV, then it's a trap.
It's a trap also, because man, you're stuck way. I don't know I may not be representative, but I think Malaysia mostly have at least 2 cars.
Most households.
Why not? We are talking household.
I'm like the bottom of M40 and I have 3 cars already.
There you go. You get what I mean? Or not? So actually, you can live with an EV, right or not?
Yeah.
I can live with an EV. You get what I mean? So I think most Malaysian not single guy but household, dude. Which household has one car? Unless you really B40.
Yeah.
Even B40, I see 2-3 cars.
Yeah.
One Kanchio, one Myvi.
Kampung B40 sure got 2-3 cars.
And then one Wira that hasn't started for the past 6 months.
That day I passed by, it was this Prelude.
Yeah.
I think Sadai, I'm like, just keep in the house for a while, but it's B40 behavior.
One day, I will. I'm telling you, Malaysians mostly at least 2 cars. And you always have that spare Wira at home one. You also had one. Everybody had that spare Wira.
I refuse to leave my family. Go from my uncle to me to a different uncle.
So why are you afraid?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So I don't think it's a trap lah. I think most Malaysians are ready for it already.
There's like some asterisks for your purchase lah. Then it won't be a trap.
It's very simple. You ask yourself, your main car that you take from Monday to Friday, do you do A to B, B to A? If that's all you do, you're ready for it already. The only problem is charging.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you live in an apartment, which most Malaysian M40 are living, that can prove to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Unless you work where a place where they
provide charging. But
or
again,
on the way you can stop for 40 minutes and but who has time to stop for 40 minutes?
Nobody does that, ma.
Yeah.
That becomes a problem, lah. If you live in an apartment. I don't. I think some 30-40% of Malaysians don't live in apartments. So I think the market is still there. And it's doable. And I'm completely ready. I can tell you lah, you just turn back time 3 years ago, Autophiles, electric car. You are gila. I cannot. No.
But we're still saying Chinese cars would come into the market and take over.
Will it happen? Dude, it's happened already. How fast things have changed, right? Dude,
Cherry, it's just out of nowhere.
That's why you see also so many action by the Americans, because they were like, dude, if we don't stop it now, imagine if they will come like nobody's business. They will eat up the entire market. Everyone will die, man. So, is it a trap? I think under certain circumstances it's not a trap already. It's definitely usable. But don't go out there and buy a 200,000-300,000 ringgit. Maybe I'm speaking for the M's. Because for a T, I lose 500,000.
I still got a Porsche.
I buy a Bentley, I get a car key, I lose 1 million already. Right now.
Oops.
Right now.
Yeah.
So I don't speak for them, I speak for the M's, where, losing 20, 30, 40,000 ringgit matters and hurts a lot. Don't go out there and buy an expensive EV. 200,000 ringgit EV can be a bit hurting. But if you keep your EV purchase about 180, 120, how much can you lose? You know what I mean? How much can you lose? You go out there and buy a BMW for 250,000 ringgit. Within 5 years, you're going to sell it for 120. Yeah. 120. No, 120 is being generous. Yeah. Nowadays, it's more like 80. Yeah. That's the price of 2 EVs that I talked about. So what are you worried about? If the car is that same mentality, if the car costs too much to fix, push it down the river lah. I don't mean it literally lah.
Yeah, but just ignore it.
Ignore it or sell it to a scrap.
Yeah.
If it costs too much for you to repair, or sell it at a song for 10,000 ringgit to a used car dealer, let them sort it out. And I'm beginning to see EV battery repairs popping up on my Facebook ads. So I think they are doing it already. Yeah. And there will be more. I saw one in Puchong. I saw one near Sungai Buloh. So they are this company called EV Hybrid something. So they do
refurbishing.
Refurbishing for batteries. How well it will be, it depends on how much they charge. If it's 1,000 ringgit to refurbish, okay, why not? But because apparently when the lifespan goes down, it goes down really fast. Yeah.
The degradation.
Degradation. So thesis time.
Yeah.